All right, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Social Media Fridays. I'm so excited because we have a very special guest with us today. She's joined us before. We have the amazing Alice Carter going to be joining us. And today's topic, what we're going to be talking about is Instagram specifically and how to grow your business and build your business on Instagram. Alice has amassed quite a following on Instagram, but also her business is tremendously impacted by what she does on Instagram through social media. Probably almost nearly everyone that's on her team has probably come through Instagram or social media at some point. And so I'm super excited for her to share some of the ways that she's been able to do this. And so we're very blessed to have her with us to be able to drop some of this knowledge. So Alice, why don't we just go ahead and get started, because I know you're on a time crunch, and I'm going to ask you a few questions, and feel free to share from your heart and share what you feel is going to resonate with people, but also share your screen as well. I'll make you a host, so there'll be situations where you can share your screen and maybe show how you are connected with some of these people. But the first question I have for you is, how do you find people that are the right fit for your business?
Such a good question. And there's a couple of ways. My first one, I think I've shared this before, is I follow people who are big in our industry already, like health coaches, people who are shedding light on the truth, a lot of those, and I go through who they're following. So I literally poach people straight from the top people, because if there's someone I love, so I use the example of Johnny Juicer. If I follow Johnny Juicer, the people he's following are gonna be the highest quality of people, like people that he's really interested in. So then what I do is I'd find someone, I'd be like, oh wow, they're into health, they're already got quite a following, they've got people who trust them. What I do is I read some posts, like them, comment on them, comment on a few of their stories, follow them, and voice note them, telling them how much I like them, because I do, because that's the whole reason. And then I've got my trusty notebook of prospects, their name goes down next. So in the morning, I spend probably a good chunk of like half an hour of the day just looking at people that way. And today, actually, a new thing happened. I saw a post come up, and it was kind of dark. It was about how KFC related to like cannibalism or something. And I was like, damn, that's really dark. But I looked at the comments on this, and it was all the truth people, the people like, yeah, we've got to teach about real health. We've got to go back to basics. Like, these corporations are effed up. They don't care about our health. And I looked down and I was like, there are some incredible people commenting on this post. So I used that today. I went on the comments of a really big post and literally followed and liked all these people. So today, this morning, I have a new list of 30 prospects who would be great for the business, people who are already sharing about that. And the third thing I do, hashtags. So me and Chloe were talking about this the other day, the hashtag like awakening, hashtag spiritual entrepreneur, hashtag health warrior. Go on the hashtags, look at the people who are actually using those very specific hashtags. Organic food, there are people, right? Because they're very specific hashtags. So click on that, have a look at some of the posts, engage in the posts, be very, very natural. But they're the main ways. And apart from that, people that follow me, sometimes really dope people follow me. And I'm like, that's awesome. That's an easy setup. Someone's followed you. Thank you so much for following me. That means the world. Like, I love your page too. You're so awesome. Can I ask why you followed me? Like, what was it? But I'm so glad to meet you. Name goes down. Remember to write down these names of people, because even if it's you're starting a conversation now, they're going to get lost down the DMs. So you want to have a book. And then I have once a week for me personally, I'll have a 2-hour session on my own where I'll sit and I'll go from the beginning of my book, maybe 3 or 4 pages, and just check in where everyone is, where I am with everyone. That's like non-negotiable maintenance. But they're my top 3. Follow inspiring people, find comments on really cool posts, see who's commenting, and hashtag following. They're my favorites.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And I think that is really, really great advice. And so I actually made you the host. Would you mind sharing an example of how you would do some of those steps and how you would follow? How would you find some of these people based on the advice that you're doing? Maybe you could share your screen.
Okay, cool. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you a guy that I reconnected with today, actually. So I don't know if, can you see the conversation?
Yeah.
So this guy and he's got a huge account now. When I started following him in 2018, it was kind of little. And it was actually his post today that I saw all of the comments on. And I was like, wow. And I'd forgotten about this guy. But we were talking about New Earth Awakening and all of this stuff. So I've refollowed him again today. And I just said, it's so great to find you again on here, brother, and to see you shining. And he's like, thanks, great to reconnect. That's just the beginning of how I chat to people. That's as far as it's gone today. I still have yet to reply to him. But this guy now, he's exploded. His following's huge. Like, I'm going to be dripping. So following this, thank you, great to reconnect. I'm going to voice note him. I very, very rarely text. This was just a beginning text. I'm going to say something like, it's just so cool. Like, friendly conversation. And another one I'd like to just quickly share, I've been speaking to recently. You can see, can you show voice notes here? Do they play? Oh God, that's going to be awkward. So this is a friend from Charlotte. I don't know her. I found her through mutual friend. She's a yoga teacher. She was saying she's in Costa Rica, but she's coming back to America. She's coming back to no job. And she's seen what I'm doing and it looks really cool. And I was like, oh, I was in Costa Rica too. If I send you a video, would you watch it? For sure. I'd love to hear what you like best. So I sent her Yperium. And then I followed up, like, what did you think? And she said, you know, I think it's amazing. I'm in Costa Rica now, but I'm coming back into America. I want to learn more about your business. So in my voice notes, I go, wow, I agree with you. And in the end, let's see what the last
I'd love to, darling, you know, jump on a quick call with you and I can answer any questions you have in detailed voice notes that are like difficult. Because this could really be the answer if you're going back to nothing, because this is what saved me when I lost my job and it gave me purpose, and it's just absolutely wonderful. So let me know and it'd be so wonderful to chat with you.
So what I did first was say, I'd love you to meet my friend Allison. No, rewind. With this, before I want her to meet Allison, I said to her in this one, I'd love to meet with you for a chat because I want to tell her my story. I want to pre-qualify her myself before I get her on a call with Allison. Is this going to be something that's going to work? So here we go. I'm free on Monday if you want to chat then. Perfect. So what I'm going to do now is voice note her, give her 2 times that I have. I can do Monday this time and this time. What one works for you? Get on a Zoom with just me and her, get to know her, get to see if I can work with her. And then I'm going to go, you know what? I would love you to meet my friend Allison. She's someone who trained me from the ground up. I freaking love her. She's like my sister. We live together in Belize. She's the #1 superfoods distributor in the whole of Canada. She's going to be working very closely with you if you decide that this opportunity is right for you. So when would you be free? Because I need you to meet this girl. I think you're going to love her. That's what's going to happen when I've had my pre-qualifying chat with this lady. But it's just a lot of back and forth voice notes. So I'll get back to her in my own time. But like today, I can't remember where I found the post. But what I do is so let me show you what I do. So I'd go on like Johnny Juicer. I might have spelled his name wrong. Yeah, I haven't. This is how I found Christina Pistone, through Johnny Juicer, who hit executive in 6 days. He's only following. Cool. This is just an example of someone. So I'd go down, and all these people are going to be really cool. I can already tell they're going to be like amazing. Okay, so no, wait, she's a politician. I mean, I could go for her. Why not? She's a politician. But here, healing someone. Ooh, cool. So first I look at if anyone else in my team or Imperium's already following them, because we don't want to like take someone from someone else. So I'll check like our mutual followers, which you can see on your app, obviously not on here. And then I'll be like, cool, no one I know in the team is currently talking to her. That's ethical. I don't want to talk to someone if someone else is. Ooh, she looks dope. So I listen to some of her stuff, see what, if we align, comment on that, follow her and send her a voice note, which I'm going to do after this because this woman looks wonderful. Just be like, I love what you're doing. I love what you're sharing. Oh, look, she's already promoted. I'm going to now look into this company, which obviously isn't as good as Purium. You know what I mean? So I see if they're already promoting another brand of something. It's organic, cool. So that's what I'm going to now look at. See if there's any way that I can already get in my head what I'm going to say when she's like, oh, I already work for this brand now. But like, that's cool. But do they raw dehydrate? Because I know yours doesn't. But that's how I do it. So I'm going to go through the list that way. That's just one of the ways I do it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I absolutely love that. And then another thing that I think that really, really helps, like you were talking about people that are following you, like obviously that's already great. And connecting with the people, if you're not connecting with the people that are your new followers, then you're definitely missing out. But another thing is the people that like and comment on your stuff. Sometimes people aren't even reaching out to that. You can go and click on every single person that liked it and do the same, that liked your post or liked your video, and do the same thing and just go through and start qualifying and say, you know what, this person looks like a great fit, this person doesn't look like a great fit. And what are some of the things that you're looking for in general, like when you're saying like this person is a good fit? Like what would be someone that like maybe you could quickly be like, you know, maybe disqualify, say, you know what, I don't think they're going to be a good fit, these are some things I'm seeing, versus some of the things that you are seeing are a good fit?
Disqualify, I can't really tell that much straight away on social media. I get a vibe. If I look at an account and they're organic and they're talking about helping people and they're talking about entrepreneurship, or they're talking about building a new earth, or any of those things, I have certain things that I like to work. Me personally, I work very well with people who are vegan just because it's such a huge passion of mine. So if they're promoting veganism, I'm like, great, that's huge for me. That's so easy for me to work with. So we already very aligned in our values. It doesn't matter to me about followers as much as it matters to me about what they are portraying, who they are as a person, what they're passionate about. And you can see that a lot of the times on the page. So disqualifying, if they're already in an MLM, I don't really want to pull someone out of another one. I know that successful people in network marketing only concentrate on one brand. I have some people I work with who are in two, but they want two streams of income. But I want someone who's going to be 100% in on this baby, 100% in, because I am, and I know that it works. And we know that there's no one at the top of any network marketing company that is in two, because you don't have time to do that. So if I'm scrolling down like, oh, they're in Kangen water, a lot of people are, I'll probably still reach out because they might want the food. The food goes well with the Kangen water. So maybe as a customer, wonderful, but I'm not going to try and actively pursue them as a brand partner. I think that's, for me, it's not going to work. So I already know if someone's already with another brand, I'm not going to waste my time. I might talk to them about the food. Yeah, but I'm not going to try and get them as a brand partner. If you see what I mean. So there's certain things like that. Double MLMs, no, not for me. I'm not going to do that.
All right, awesome. I totally got it. So another question, you kind of answered this on one already, but maybe if you want to share a little bit more, you can. But how do you reach out to those that show interest? Is there anything else that maybe you want to share on maybe the initial reach out on those that are either showing interest or that you're interested in? And you could even share a voice note if you want.
People who are already interested. So people message me saying, wow, what's that green juice? I really need a new green juice. And I'll be like, oh my goodness, hi, it's so good to connect with you. Oh my goodness, you don't even know what green juice is till you have this one. Would it be okay if I send you a quick video? Straight up. I don't talk about anything. I don't ramble. The video does the work for me. Would it be okay if I share with you a quick video, voice note? Yeah, of course, send it over. Great. And do you know when you'd be able to watch it by? Because I'd love to hear what you like best about it. So there's two things in that. When can you watch it by? What do you like best about it? And they'll go, today after work, maybe 5. Great. Would it be okay if I check back in with you then? Because I really want to hear what you like. Yeah, of course. Because that way you're asking permission. Asking permission is vital. I don't want to just like impose myself, no, salesy. Ask permission. If they vote in a poll, I put a poll up like, who about business opportunity, the best business in the world, like blah, blah. Yes, I want to join. I want more information. Someone clicks one of those, again, they're not going to reach out to me. Hi, Amanda, I saw that you voted on my poll about learning about a new business opportunity. That's so exciting. So have you ever thought about starting your own business? And what are your biggest passions? I'd love to learn more about you. Make it about them. Ask them questions. Or what is it that drew you to this opportunity? I'd love to know more about you so I can see if this is going to be a good partnership. Just be really personable, really ask a lot of questions and listen. There are so many ways. If someone likes my post, it's so small. Thank you so much for liking my post. It means so much to me. I'd love to hear more about you. So you must be interested in health, because that's what I've been posting about. Tell me about your health journey. I'd love to get to know you better. Just be that light that people need. Even if it's a light, whatever it is, direct message and either voice note or video note them, and just be you. If you've just come out the shower, so be it. You've just come out the shower and your video. Do all, because this is our daily life and we want to show that this is what we're living. So yeah, pick up the voice noter, message them, be you, be lovely, and ask nice questions. And if you ever get stuck on the questions, reach up to your upline or ask someone what you think you should say. We're always here to help. Don't get stuck.
All right, that's great. So what does attractive marketing mean to you? What does that mean to you, attractive marketing?
Attractive marketing means being authentic, just getting out there and sharing your truth and your story and your branding. First, who are you? Get to figure out who you are. What is it? What is your brand? What are your passions? What are you here for? What do you want to share? Who is it that you are? Figure out who you are, and then the rest is fine. My attraction marketing is very naked a lot of the time, very not giving an F. It's kind of taking the mick out of myself a little bit. It's being very open, very vulnerable, very, very honest. When you figure out who you are, people are like, oh, she's totally herself. I trust her. It builds trust in people when you're not salesy and when you're just presenting it how you do. Like Kevin's brilliant at it too. There's so many people, everyone on this call is brilliant at it. Just figure it out more and more who you are and how you want to portray it. Don't copy anyone. And then you're attracting people or not attracting them by just being who you are. So for me, I like to do a reel and a live and a post a day if I possibly can. 3 different mediums so people can get to know who you are. And it sounds a lot, but I just dedicate an hour. And in that hour, I get all 3 done. A 20-minute live, 15 minutes making a reel, and then a post. It's not that much when we get good at time management. But just be yourself. Let's just be you, and you will find your people. And if you're like, I don't know who the hell I am, then be honest. I'm figuring out who I am, and these foods are helping me get there. Because at the beginning of my journey, I was a completely different person to who I am now. I was scared to be who I was. I was scared to even speak to people. And now you can't stop me. And it's because I healed my gut. Make that a part of your story. Everyone's got this.
All right, there's something that actually you reminded me that I do want to talk about that I didn't prepare you for. I have questions, but something happened, and it happened to me as well, that I had to go through when I made a switch, and it was when I kind of really started getting active and being, all in Imperium, similar as you, is switching up your niche a little bit. So can you talk a little bit about some of the challenges you went from how you were posting before Imperium and what your niche was on your Instagram to how you switched your niche to what it is now? Because it did change and you did evolve. And also you went through some challenges, which maybe some people don't know. Because I remember you'd remind me, because I went through, when I was switching my niche, I remember when we were in Belize and I was losing a bunch of followers, right? And you were like, that's nothing. I lost 10,000 followers. It's not a big deal. And then I'm just like, okay, I guess it's not a big deal. So yeah, if you want to share a little bit about that, because I think that's important.
Yeah. So before Purium, I was an influencer traveling the world, doing those beautiful pictures, like posing by things. I was modeling, glamour modeling, nude modeling. So I was very, very much naked. And a lot of my posts were those two, and eating vegan food, but posing eating vegan food. I didn't know who I was. So I went through a very vulnerable, open divorce online very open. I was in a narcissistic, abusive relationship and I destroyed him online. I had the following too, so I did, which I kind of regret now. But I just wanted everyone to see me go through that process so other people felt like that it was okay that they leave their abusive partners. So I did that. And then I had like my switch with the food. I completely switched up my content. So yeah, to date, I've lost 15,000 followers. I'm so happy because they were all just like creepy men followers who wanted to see my butt. And I have a lot of them still. So people are like, oh, it's easy for you to build a business in pure. You have all these followers. They're just creepy men. Most of them. I have to work very hard at my business. So don't be fooled. And then I just 100% just started showing up without makeup, showing up, talking about health instead of eating junk vegan food. It was a lot of my followers were like, just left. A lot of them were like, thank you for finally showing us who you are. And it was overwhelming support from women who were like, thank you, because you were becoming a version of a woman we couldn't be. Like you're just trying to be perfect and find like all photoshopped. And I was like, I'm so sorry that I ever did that. That's bullshit. I'm going to show up as myself now. So I just documented my journey with my first 30 day. I documented me breaking down, crying, shifting, all of it. Absolutely authentically. And even it changes all the time, Kevin. But even now, I'm like, oh, no more filters, no more good hair, no more loads of just nothing. I'm just stripping everything down. So we're always evolving, but we have to take our people on a journey of our story for them to trust us and want to trust what we're doing. So the more vulnerable we are, don't be as scared of losing followers. Please don't be scared of that because it's going to happen. Try 15K, lol. And actually, I keep losing them all the time, but I'm gaining slowly the people I want. It's shedding. So you guys luckily probably won't have to go through that. But it's a part of my journey and I don't care. I'm not here for the followers. I'm here to make an impact. So the more we are ourselves, can impact other people's lives. So just start now. Just show up as you are because you're already perfect.
All right, good, because I know you're short on time. I have one question, then we have a question or a couple questions in the chat. So one is, how do you use Reels to grow your business? Because I remember when I was doing Reels in the beginning, or a while back, I was doing TikTok, and you would like laugh at me when I was creating the Reels and creating my TikToks. You'd be like, "Oh, I think it's so funny when you do that," and then I'm like, "You could do it too," but you were so focused on, you had your system, and you are like, I'm going to get my post, I'm going to write everything down, and I'm going to go take perfect pictures for it, and then I'm going to post it, and that's what I'm doing. But you switched recently to the Reels. So how have you enjoyed the Reels and also used them to grow your business?
I love Reels because I show up as my goofy self. A picture's like, best angles. A Reel, I'm like showing my double chins. I was a trained actress. So I'm like, I don't care what people think. And they've done well. Like they're silly. They're super silly. And all I do for Reels is go on this little bar here. And literally the first couple that come up, I immediately think of an idea. I just do it straight away. I don't spend hours trolling through. I'm like, I could do something funny with that. And then I immediately, and I think people get to see a version of you that they haven't seen before in Reels. So you get a whole new audience. So me and Kevin challenge ourselves. We're like, I've done this one, do it. So we do the same one, steal each other's Reel ideas, remake them. With them, they're really fun. And I got like 100,000 views on one the other day, 120. I was like, what? It wasn't even a good one. So sometimes you do one that takes hours and you're like, it's perfect, and it gets no views. And then one day you'll do really dumb one and it goes viral. So just play in it. You get to show up as yourself, do whatever you want. Don't take it seriously, but they are the future. If you look at your feed now, I'm sure you know this, Kevin, what shows up on feeds first is Reels. I don't see posts anymore. So this is the future. We're going to have to make more Reels. Kevin has an amazing Reels training on his YouTube that you can go back and look at. He taught me how to do Reels. They're fun. Just make Reels. Make them with friends, make them with family, make them with your pet, make them with your power shake, make Reels all day.
There They're also great for people that are maybe a little bit more introverted or a little bit more shy. It might seem the opposite, but sometimes using the sound or using an audio or becoming a different character can actually help you if you maybe are a little bit more introverted or a little bit scared, or using the music, you know, over what you're creating can really help as well to get the information out there, and maybe if you're a little bit shy. So we have some questions. One question, Ali G says, how long after first message do you usually ask about their health or mention period?
How long is a piece of string? It depends. You've got to be intuitive with the person. It takes practice to know when, babe, but some people immediately, they'll want to know about what you're doing. Some people, I literally spend days, weeks, or even months building a friendship with them until it becomes appropriate, or they ask me a question or something comes up, a pain point. If they say to me, oh my God, like I'm not making enough money, what the hell is going on? I've got a solution. Or if they're like, what do you do? It's good. Would it be okay if I send you a video? I take my time and I wait. Your intuition will tell you when it's right. It depends on the person. Some people I've been speaking to for a year and now they're ready. Like Chloe, I was working on her for 6 months. She was stubborn and I left it. And then she's like, I'm ready now. And I was like, all right. So sometimes you need to lean back a little bit, play the game, but just know the right people will come, and you can never scare off the right people. Even if you say something at the wrong time or it's awkward. Yes, she was. They're going to love you anyway, just for being like that. We're all just humans in training. We're always going to be network marketers in training. It's entirely intuitive and entirely up to you. But like I say, if you're unsure, send the screenshot to someone else and ask them an opinion. You don't have to like sit on it. Like I send Allison and Eric screenshots every day. What would you say? Because they have a different perception to me sometimes. So just call on the community for help with that. But if you have specifics, babe, send them to me and I can help you.
All right, so it's 31, so it's one past the time. Do you have to go, or do you have time for one more question?
Let me just see. Oh, okay, they're not on yet. I can do one more question.
Okay, I don't know if this is exactly a question, but I mean, maybe you can answer this, but Kushiroa says, since the beginning of her journey, she has a buttload of creepy men adding her on Facebook. I know that's not exactly a question, but I definitely don't know how to answer that at all. And I know that you get that a lot. What would be your advice for that? For maybe like the women that they're sharing and they're spreading their information and they're connecting with people, but they're getting like that, the creepy men type of thing. What kind of advice would you give?
The block button is your best friend. If they get creepy, block them immediately. They're just watching. Maybe they want help. A lot of the creepy men followers I have actually eventually said, you know what, I think you're really hot, but also I'm kind of sick. Okay. And I've shared this is an odd way of getting prospects, but I was on dating apps in America and I sold a lot of product on dating apps. It's really good. So they'd come on like, you're beautiful. Oh my God, you're a health coach. What kind of healing do you do? Because they're trying to hit on you. They ask you questions about your business. And if they really like you, they're going to buy stuff from you. And then you've actually inadvertently helped them a lot. So I feel really good about it. I'm like, you're not going to be creepy anymore because you're going to heal your gut. Creepy men have unhealed guts, guys. So we can be superheroes from all angles here. But if they're creepy, if they're not doing anything, just your own discernment. I have a lot of blocked men. I have a lot of blocked women, but some of are literally going to eventually come round to the fact that you have some them in you just being yourself. Don't give up on them.
Okay. All right, Alice, I want to thank you so much and thank all of you guys for your time. This was incredible. This was wonderful. I can't wait to share this with all of you guys. And yeah, it'll be up on YouTube and we'll be sharing that. And also all of the trainings that we have done are also in a playlist. So thank you so much, Alice and everyone that joined. And I'll be talking to you guys soon and seeing you next week.
Love you. Thank you so much. Anyone message me if you need any more help at all. I'm here. Thank you.